What is up, you guys? The Fallout What If here, and today I'm doing my What If. This is going to be What If I was in the My Hero Academia universe. Now, I saw that you guys liked the Dragon Ball one. I will still do that. I do gotta do What If. There's a bunch of What Ifs I still have to do. But I will try to at least put it on pause for a while, and I will do my other what ifs. It's not a promise because I'm still trying my hardest to do videos, and as you may have noticed, I am now starting to go back to doing at least one video, at least every 2 days or every day. So I'm trying my hardest, and I hope you guys appreciate it. I'm not saying you have to, I'm just saying hopefully you guys know that I'm trying my hardest. Not only that, with work and all, it's actually a miracle that I'm still doing the videos. So, anyway, I also wanted to say 50 likes for the Dragon Ball Z one, and then you guys will get a part 2 soon. But anyway, so what happens is this. We're going to start off to the USJ arc. So, I get off my clothes and I put everything on. I start getting on the bike, and I technically do have a chopper bike or a motorcycle. But at the same time, I have different animals with me, so I can use them as my as a vehicle. Let's say that I use a horse. Yeah, because a horse would be something I would use. And I ride it off to freaking school, looking at everyone, as everyone looks at me and thinking to themselves, why the hell does this kid have a horse? The hell is, ironic. But, anyway. So, during this time, what would have happened? Everything would have been the same, except for the fact that, how should I say this? That, Bakugo and Deku, like I said, they don't like each other, but they kind of respect each other in a way. You see, but like I said before, even though he hates him at times, he still he still can respect his power, because if you remembered in the beginning, Deku got stronger, which kind of irritated Bakugo, but Bakugo is still okay, he's kind of like the Vegeta in all this. He's the Vegeta to Deku's Goku. The Edward to his Bella. Okay, sorry about that. But anyway. So, what does happen is, well, I get to school. No horses allowed. So basically it stays outside. Just happy and all that stuff. It's a horse. Everyone gets to look at a horse with, and it looks like the horse right here, but except it has, it doesn't have fiery hooves yet, or flaming eyes. It basically is a black horse it's kind of a little bit more bigger than usual horses. So yeah, it gives it's basic. I'm not gonna call it big black horse. I wonder why. But anyway. Anyway. So I get to class and I get to talk to everybody. And I get to see these two. Oh boy. Now, if you don't remember, these two are sent to try to kill me because, first of all, the Ghost Rider isn't as welcomed in the holy community. Not only that, they think I'm the one who's killing a bunch of people, which by technicality is the villains and not me, but since I'm the Ghost Rider, you can see where this is going. Not heading, but where this could possibly go. So basically, Razim and Paul look at me, and I say, hello, fellow classmates. Oh, hello, classmate of ours. How are you? yeah, doing so well, And basically, the others are like, what is it with these three people, these two, what is it with these three that just, it feels weird, but feels right at the same time? It's probably the fact that they're all wearing black. And it's like, no, every time they look at him, they see something off. And they talk to us normally at times, except for the guy who usually, you know, that weird dude with the quirk who has hands or uses hands or something like that. But the dude the dude with the two chicks, he's pretty much a little bit more chill. I don't know why. But anyway, so we stop talking and we talk to Aizawa. Aizawa says, "Hey, guess what? We're going to a car or a bus that takes us to a place where there's a hero and all that stuff. Just pack your shit and let's go. Let's go, people. Let's chop here." So, after a while, we all get to the bus. I sit right behind. I sit in front. My bad. I sit in front of Razim and Paul. There's always a dynamic between the three of us. We don't try to hurt each other, but at the same time, we know one of us is going to end up on the chopping block. Now, everything still goes in canon, except for the whole fact that there's three of us, there's three new people. I do want to say Deku's actually improved a lot, and me and him do talk still. I mean, he still he kind of looks up to me at times and says, like he's improved and all that stuff. I'm like, that's good and all. Just keep doing what you're doing. As you may well know, I do not understand. I do not know how to, talk to people like in the new world still, because that's, because the slang that people use is different, and not only that, they're speaking Japanese. I don't know. I know what Japanese is, but at the same time, I don't know how to like pronounce to say things right. I grew up in Europe, and now I'm in Asia, or my bad, Japan. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Anyway. So I do tell him that when he swings a sword, swing a little harder and faster, so that way it can hit the opponent, and not only that, get to the skin much more easily. Not only that, while I was talking, I get choked. Razim's choking me with the rosary that he has. Basically saying that this guy, he's like, all right, I got him. Shh. Basically trying to shut me up. And I'm like, what the fudge is going on here? I don't want to use my quirk because at the same time, there's other people around me. And a fight between two people, not only that, would cause a lot of problems. So I'm going to have a divine intervention, if you will, if I say so myself. First of all, Ibara comes into the scene. This is just a little bit of slapstick comedy, or not slapstick comedy, but just a little bit of comedy. While this was happening, first of all, Deku and Ibara comes up and actually is walking around and saying that hopefully they have a good time. How did they go there? Well, it kind of happened already, but I don't know if this is still the same way. Class 1B thought they were going, but it turned out like it was a false alarm. So yeah, the teacher just like told everyone to go back. She says everyone have a safe trip. This causes Razim to look in a little bit of disbelief and says, "Who is this beautiful angel?" And basically he does still choke me, but he's not using it with intent. He's basically kind of like blind right now, so just like, blinded by love. Passionate love, not perverted love. But, yeah, Paul sees this and says, well, it's not that bad of an idea, look at him. He's having his own fun. But I never would think that, the one who kills that kills at least bad people every now and then never gets distracted. Will get distracted by this, by this girl. She's cute, but at the same time, wow. Anyway. So, after that, we head off to the point where we get to class. We get to the to the USJ facility, and immediately nothing happens. To be honest, nothing happens. We're all just listening and all that stuff. And basically, let's say Jiro says, "What happened to your neck?" He was choking, so I helped him out. But what's with that scar? What's with that mark? Oh, he was probably choking himself, so I basically, try to punch, try to help him out. Isn't that right, buddy? And, basically, well, did I say Paul or did I say Razim? Razim said that, and I say, yeah. Hey, buddy, could you heal me up, since, you helped me out? This would be too much for me to ask, but at the same time, and, it's just basic funniness at times. But anyway, now, after a few minutes of talking, I forgot who said this, Kaminari? Or, let's see, I think Sero? Basically, the whole, villains come out, they say, oh, look at that, villains came. And it was like, oh, I didn't know this was part of the training. Aizawa says it's not a part of the training. We all go guns blazing. Except for Razim. And, yeah, basically Razim. So, Razim and Paul, Razim is basically not fighting, and there's basically there's a couple of high-end Nomus. Now, these are kind of more stronger. You know why? Well, because the church is involved. I'm going to say this already. The church is already involved. I can't, because I will tell you right now that the church is involved. There's a big plot to this, but, you guys would possibly know already because it's, this has already been like a cliche, if I may say so myself. So, the church basically made these, put demons within these Nomus. Now these Nomus are going to attack us. Now, what does happen is that the Nomus are not there yet. It's basically villains. So, Deku and the others basically start fighting, but some of them get teleported into different positions. Different places. So, it kind of goes kind of like in canon, except for a little bit more people start running towards the different parts, because, how would I say this? I think, what's his face? I forgot, Kurogiri, he was already, doing his own thing. And he basically just had a portal under their feet or something like that. Don't quote me on this. But, yeah, but everyone's spread out. It's gonna be a little harder to just basically, teleport them. So, what happens is this. Basically, Deku, with his sword, slashes a couple of people. Not only that, shield bashes them. Bakugo starts shooting out explosions, and everything is just going like how usually it could go. Now, we basically all start running towards them. Paul starts summoning two golems, and, no, not two golems, one golem, and then just sends it out to battle. As well as you may know, there's other, other students that need help. So, Paul basically runs there, and he basically sees Razim. Razim's not doing a thing. Why? Well, because of one thing. This is not a part of Razim's neck of the woods. He is a fighter, but at the same time, he is a killer. To be honest, his sin is basically the sin of wrath. But since he's been told under strict guidance by the church that they had to listen to the schools had to listen to the school, so that way the school can be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry. What was I gonna say? Oh. Basically, he's saying, oh yeah, the church says that he has to listen to the school and what they say, and they say no killing unless they absolutely deem it necessary. So, what does happen is Razim starts saying, all right, I'm not gonna do it. Now that's happening. I'm basically not riding around. I'm basically walking, and two people stab me in the freaking chest. And what does happen is I basically go to my rider form and grab them and slam one to the ground while grabbing another one's leg and crushing it. These two right now are in physical pain, so I just start getting up and start walking towards the other villains. And then after a couple of seconds, I go back to my other form. And then I start shooting out fire towards them, kind of burning them. But while one person was about to hit me in the back, my freaking head started just to explode in flames. And like I said before, I'm using something called Fire Aura, which makes me a little bit more faster and stronger, but at the same time, it burns me. So I had to get used to it. Think of it as the Kaioken, but instead of, physically your muscles start hurting a lot, you're basically kind of burning. So you have to build up a resistance to fire. I didn't build up the resistance, since basically I was in flames beforehand a long time ago. Think of it as some kind of weird counterintuitive action with fire. But anyway, the flames start burning around me. And I just start shooting, flames around people. Not only that, just punching them. Right now, I'm using the golden flames because it can still heal me, but it's slow. So it's a slow burn for me, but I'm also getting healed. So when I keep fighting the other people, basically some of them are, doing okay, but I get teleported to the water. And I'm no longer, on fire, which is good news for me, but also bad news for me because there's other fishes in the sea, and these fishes have also arms and muscles. Not only that, the ability to have razor-sharp teeth and try to bite me to death. I don't want that at all, because I don't want to be fish food. So, what do? I start swimming, not knowing that I have one of the strongest beings in the My Hero Academia universe on my side and ready to be used by my command, but I decide, no, I wanted to live like an idiot without using the Ghost Rider. So you guys may understand how basically embarrassing it is for me to, give me a second here, people. Okay, so if I remember correctly, basically, I start using my, I'm saved by Froppy this time, because by technicality, I was in the line of sight of Kurogiri. So, yeah, my fault. So what I do is basically say, well, we're kind of stuck here, but I have an idea. We're gonna have to get the heck out of here as soon as we're done with the idea, because this is going to blow up a lot of steam. And they're like, what do you mean a lot of steam? What are you going to do? And I said, the one thing I know how to do, use fire. And they're like, what do you mean? And it's like, give me a moment. I jump off. They're thinking to themselves, I'm a madman. Which, by technicality, I'm the Ghost Rider. It speaks for itself, alright? Don't worry about it too much. But anyway, so I start using my freaking rider form, going to the very bottom, and I start cranking up the heat by 1,000,000. I start using my Ghost Rider form. Not only that, shooting out black flames of hell. Not only that, golden flames of hell. Shooting it up in the air, making it so dense and so hot that it immediately, steam is coming from the bottom all the way up to a point where it feels like you're getting hit by the sun, and then it's cranking up the heat even hotter and hotter and hotter and even more hotter and hotter and hotter. This is gonna be a 500 hotters later. Basically, full-blown steam is all the way up in the air, and Froppy makes a decision saying, yeah, we're not gonna stay here for long because I'm a frog and I will die in this heat. So I basically even burn up even more, and this is when basically everybody there is either cooked or having a lot of degree burns. It's no longer first degree burns. It's like 10-degree burns, because they're kind of like, they look like sashimi, which is basically something for fish in Japanese. Which is actually kind of like, you know, tasty sounding. Sounds kind of tasty right now. So anyway, what does happen? I start, I have to start climbing up because, yeah, the water's kind of already gone. So I just shoot myself up in the air using my regular form. And this is when, basically, you know, everything happens. Now, one of the Nomus start coming in. Aizawa starts fighting it, but it actually just pretty much grabs its head and slams it to the ground so hard that the ground broke it kind of started to crack for a couple of seconds until it stopped. And this is when basically we're like, well, Razim, what are you doing? Oh, I'm still here. I don't know why you're here going to talk to me and all that stuff, but, well, I am under strict rules not to, not to do the things I'm supposed to do. Give me a moment here. I gotta sneeze. Okay. Anyway. So, what happens is basically, he can't do nothing because by technicality he's under strict orders not to do no killing until the teachers say so. A couple of seconds later, the conversation goes like this. Razim, why aren't you helping out? I cannot kill unless they tell me so. Nobody told me to kill, so I can't kill. All right, as basically class 1A president, I'm asking you, please kill them. We need help, buddy. I was like, first of all, I would not take orders from you because, first of all, you're a demon. Yeah, we know who you are already. We told you before. Yeah. I know. I'm a demon for some reason, and you guys want to kill me and all that stuff. And you choked me, and then for some reason you stopped because you were probably looking at a girl, and this kind of irritates him, Razim. But he kind of has to admit, yeah, this is all true. But technicality, he didn't lie there. And then we were talking to him and saying, okay, so, what we need you to do, we need you to kill. Now, you say we can't actually, you can't kill because they're not, because the teachers can't told you not to. But right now, there's an astronaut that's almost on the brink of death, unless they're repaired, and there's also a person whose face has been crushed by the weight of a whatever this thing is. So by technicality, no one has any authority over you. And basically, all you hear is a man bringing up the shotgun. And this is when Paul says, at first I was kind of happy, but now I'm feeling a little terrified. And all you hear is Doom soundtrack. Like, you know, Mick Gordon music. So, I'm thinking to myself, as much as this is probably going to terrify a lot of people, that's not that bad. But anyway, so, he just says, he just starts to, well, give me a moment here. Sorry about that. So, what he does say is, hand of God. And basically, all you hear is a chant. Father, hear my plea. Bring down your wrath of fire down upon the mass heresy that disgraces your land. Well, basically what he's trying to say is, Father, hear my plea. Bring down your wrath of fire down upon the mass heresies that disgraces your land. A lot of fire just shoots out of everywhere. Well, no, hold on. All you see is the sun shining a little bit more brighter, and then you hear an eruption from the fires in the building, shooting down upon the enemies that are that he knows who are his. And by technicality, he does technically shoot it at me because, well, you guys already know why. By technicality, I don't have to tell you that much. You know, you guys are big boys and girls. You guys are smart. You know, got to use the big boy brain. Got to use the understanding brain. Understand that, yeah. But anyway, so what does happen is Deku and the others are just wondering what is happening, and all you see is a Razim just shooting flames down. Not only that, two fingers of his are basically, instead of bright, they're basically normal, meaning he's used up technically 2 of his, well, by technicality he's used up 3 because he actually healed me. So yeah. Now what does happen is this: a lot more fighting happens, and also basically the Nomus feel the fire, and what he says, what basically Deku is doing is fighting one of the Nomus by keeps slashing it, but it keeps regenerating. So it's kind of, so it's basically strong, but at the same time it's weak to attacks like that. And all I do is basically start whistling and go. I can't do that those different whistlings like with the fingers and all this stuff. I gotta try that one day. But anyway, and all you see is a horse with a floofy tail, not a floofy tail, but with a nice tail. And I jump on it, and I start turning into the Ghost Rider. And after that, my uniform basically looks the same way as everybody else's. Or no, my hero costume is me with well, but technically I never told you. It's basically just regular clothing with fire, and the color looks black now. So yeah, there we go. Not only that, all people see is basically a horse that looks like a skeleton riding. And all you see is basically it attacking and fighting different people and all that good stuff. And all you see is different like basically the Nomu start fighting me, and I fight one of them off and basically keep hitting it with my sword. And yes, I technically do have a sword, but I don't use it all the time. And basically, while I'm riding around, I see basically another spell being used. Give me a moment here. So, oh, my bad. Hold on here. And there we go. So, all you hear is him saying another verse. Lord, I call upon your name. Hold on, wait. What was it called? Oh, okay. Lord, I call upon your might. Send me an army of the night to fight in your name, coated in your light. Amen. And basically, 82nd Division, a group of basic dead people with white robes. He was laughing. He was laughing maniacally because of the whole fact that I basically turned him into a member of the KKK. He's not a member of the KKK though, so you know what? Don't take my word for it. Don't do that. Yeah, I should have said that, but anyway, he basically gets hit because he is very tired and his stamina kind of got low after that. He can summon something, but he's basically hurting himself. So it takes him a little bit, it takes him probably a good 15 minutes to charge up again. But right now, all he's doing is grabbing his sword and just stabbing villains with it and saying, you will be judged for your crimes, you heretics. And I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, at least we're good. I'm glad he's on our side at least. And all you just hear him is laughing maniacally. Yeah, so anyway. And he does get hit again. And what he is trying to heal himself, but he is too tired. So I do the one thing that he won't like, but at the same time, he kind of admires. I grab the shotgun because he already used all of it, so he now has to make more bullets. Anyway, I get up and I grab the shotgun and I basically punch this guy punch the Nomu in the face. And Shigaraki, in this whole time, has just been looking around because Kurogiri is actually kind of hurt due to the whole situation of freaking what's his face. Sheesh. I literally forgot what it was supposed to be. Oh, okay. So Kurogiri got hurt, so right now Shigaraki can't just move around as much. So yeah, he is trying to kill us, but at the same time, he's dealing with different people. So what does happen is basically me grabbing the shotgun, turning it into now a basically Ghost Rider shotgun. And it basically has the skull of a head of a skull on the very end of it, and basically it shoots out like a mouth, and hellfire just starts to get on this creature, and all you hear is like, "You turned it into a monster. You killed my precious. You killed her." It's a nice look though, but you turned it into a demon's. It turned into a demonic weapon. I have no need for it anymore. Oh, my sweet muse. How dare you just defile something so holy, something so beautiful, something that I took a little bit of time off my day to work on. And I say, hey, this was actually for the hope of humanity and all that stuff. This is to help out our fellow students. Their lives didn't mean as much as my gun. So yeah. Now, what does happen is I shoot basically the monsters. He, for some reason, gets some weird kind of Zenkai boost because he gets stronger all of a sudden. And then just shoot down freaking fireballs and all that stuff. And not only that, the Nomus are actually getting... One got killed by Izuku. I killed one. And one of the other ones actually died due to, what's-his-face? Paul was taking care of it the whole time. But at the same time, he didn't know what to do. So he basically summoned 2 lightning wolves and basically kept frying it. So yeah, it's pretty much dead. Nah, that's pretty much it to the whole like Nomu situation. All Might doesn't come because we didn't actually have the idea to like say, well, hey, All Might, come over here. We need your help. But we do somewhat get Deku. I mean, not Deku. Okay, so we do get freaking Momo to call All Might and the others, and since All Might actually had more time to heal, he basically basically charged in without actually fighting, and just says, I am here. Reason why I'm not saying it right now is because my throat like hurts right now because I keep talking and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, but screw it, what the hell, my voice is gonna hurt anyway. I am here, and you villains, not only did you try to kill them, but you hurt 2 of my co-workers. This is unforgivable. This is unforgivable. You are going to be arrested. Sorry about that if I can't speak it right, but anyway. So Deku and the others start, running towards All Might and the because there are some villains still, and they are kind of a little bit more tired. Either way, that is technically the end of that part. Kurogiri does get up, and then Shigaraki says, Kurogiri, we need you to get us the hell out of here. I kind of sound like some kind of drugged up stripper. And then basically Kurogiri's like, what do you mean? I thought we were supposed to, take the rest of the people here. Forget about them. They're nothing more to us than just pawns. Right now, all we have to do is get the hell out of here. And then he says, understood, sir. What should we tell all for one? No worry. I have it all figured out. And I could have actually stopped them, but at the same time, I'm tired too. I have an excuse. I was fighting a Nomu. Give me some leeway here. You think I want to turn into a flaming skeleton every day? No, I like having my own different thing, but at the same time, I am going to use it. Because at the same time, I love the Ghost Rider. Not love, but you know what I mean. Anyway. So, give me a moment here. Anyway. He basically does another chant and says, I call upon the light of Michael. Heal my comrades. And everyone except for freaking me is healed. No matter what, he still views me as the enemy. And everybody sees like, oh, why isn't he healed? Oh, don't worry, I got this. I have to heal him manually. Because, I can't say that I view him as my enemy. That would be a little too assholery. That would be, asinine. However Dio says it. So, after a little bit of, hateful, staring and, talking to each other, we do technically, get thanked by, All Might. Not only that, him saying, Young Midoriya, are you okay? And all that stuff, and then he's like treating us like crap, like, oh, you too, you students, you're okay, are you okay? Yeah, fist bump. Yeah. Anyway, after a long while, We're all talked to by the police. I basically give up my story. I kind of take a couple of pictures with them because I'm the Ghost Rider and they know that who I am, all that stuff. While in the background, Dio is kind of like, what the hell is he? You guys are cops. You guys should be worshiping the Lord and all that holy jazz. And they're like, but this is the Ghost Rider. I don't care who this is. He is a student of Class 1A. And not only that, someone who I have to kill. So, by technicality, skedaddle, skedoodle, I will turn your little, the ding-ding into the noodle. Anyway. After that, we all just head home. There's nothing much, but Shigaraki does talk to All For One. And he is kind of interested in the legend of the legendary Ghost Rider. And he says he has a plan. Now, there's not that much to do. And because of the fact that it was 3 high-tier Nomus that actually died, the Force Festival actually doesn't happen for a while. It doesn't happen until season 3, except for 2. So the timeline is kind of changed. But anyway, I'm going to leave it off here. I'm going to talk to Dio for a while. Not only that, I gotta have ideas for the next part, and not only that, I gotta have ideas for part 2 to like the Dragon Ball Z universe, because I know you guys are still gonna like it, and I'm going to possibly just do it regardless. I'm just doing the like goals to see if you guys actually do like it, or is it just me that likes it? But anyway, like I say before, like, comment, do subscribe to the channel here, people. This has been the Fallout What If here. Bye.